and this is the inscriptions of the particular plate.
But you can see the Hebrew letter here.
In the small town of Manti, behind the LDS temple, artifacts were discovered in a cave that may have been left there by an ancient people. It is believed that the cave is full of indigenous American artifacts found by John Brewer in 1955, which was actually a repository and tomb for ancient Jaredites. According to the Book of Mormon, when God scattered the people and confounded their languages at the Tower of Babel, a certain prophet and his family were commanded to build submarine-like boats and travel to the New World. There they grew into a mighty civilization that Mormon historian Hugh Nibley said was comparable to that of the Mongols. They flourished from that time they arrived in the Americas until their annihilation through civil war in 550 BC. According to the book, they numbered over 2 million people before their destruction. In an annihilation, it does not necessarily require that every last Jaredite is killed, proposing that there could have been many individuals far away from the battlefield. This means that there could have been many Nephite, Lamanite, and Jaredite presences in the Sanpete Valley. The year is 1955. Utah man John Brewer settled in the Sanpete Valley in the small town of Manti. The neighboring Indian tribe was ruled by Chief Wakara. As a gift to John Brewer, Chief Wakara brought many golden items and precious materials to John Brewer. In curiosity, John Brewer asked the Indian chief where he had found this. In response, Chief Wakara led John Brewer to the mountains near Manti. John claims to have found tools, pottery, brass bells, ancient records, and mummies of people measuring over 8 feet tall. The records, Brewer said, were carved on metal plates bound together by rings similar to Joseph Smith's description of the gold plates. Brewer hypothesized that the records were classified according to their importance, with the most important records on gold, then decreasing in valuable metals, then stone, and finally clay. Many of the Brewer plates, as they have come to be called, are in museum collections in Utah. The academic response to the Brewer artifacts, namely that of 3 professors at BYU and the University of Utah who had considered the case, 2 had decided it was complete fraud. Although, the third believed that there was a possibility that the cave and the plates were what John Brewer claimed they were. One gold plate from the cave had been tested to reveal its age and metallurgy and was found to be very recent creation made of brass similar in chemical composition to the metal found in bullet casings. However, in the testing of pieces of bark used to wrap a stone box with metal plates inside, the box was found to be 4th century BC, around the time of the Jaredites.
I would say that the first time entering the burial chamber, it was one of, there was a profound feeling of respect for the culture that had preserved these things, knowing it was a burial chamber, profound respect for the people that were entombed therein. And we were told about them. We didn't at that time see the mummies, but they can't really even be called mummies. The remains are so perfectly preserved, it's unreal. You could press a woman's flesh like this and it would bounce back. It had resiliency. Of course, the soft parts of the tissue, like the eyes, were gone, but everything else was pretty damn good condition in that.
We are here in the East Hills behind the Manti Temple. We are currently above a cave dug by a local resident which the legend says, this local resident dug into this hill thinking that he was going to hit an ancient chamber that he thought was in here. Well, anyway, he was digging in, and after a while he started having these dreams and warnings that told him not to dig any further. He ignored these warnings and was later found dead inside this cave that he dug from a hard pack amongst his tools. It is said they think that he hit a CO2 pocket inside the cave that ended up leading to a suffocation. We are here at the entrance of the cave that we believe this is one, since it is the only one on this side of the hill underneath the petroglyphs. So let's go check it out. We are inside the cave that we think that local resident dug. As you can see, it's pretty big in here. I can almost stand, and I'm about 6'2". Anyway, follow me. Let's come in here. You can see in the description of the cave, it takes a right fork into the end here. Now right here, you can see there's a dead end right here in the cave, and then it continues on this way. Let's go check that out. I'm a little bit tight in here. As you can see, I'm on all fours getting into the end of this cave. And if you come in with me this way, you can see that it goes into a little pocket back here. It goes up just about a foot or 2 feet or so up that way. And this is where they believe this is where he finished the cave. This is where he hit that CO2 pocket.
And died.
So this is the end. As you can see, it just goes up a couple more feet. The legend says that if you hold a match up, the flame will point to the ancient chamber that is somewhere in this hill. We're here just a little bit more south from the cave we just toured. And as you can see, it goes in a little bit more and it has a really tight squeeze. See it?
Looks like a tight squeeze.
As you can see, it's pretty tight. Mike tries to climb through. It's tight. This is the cave inside. We have some tools this way that some treasure hunters using. You got buckets. These bags are full of dirt that you've been hauling out of here, and that's where it goes down. All right, this is the bottom part of the cave. You can see it. We got some scaffolding in here. It goes down about another 12 feet down there, and then curves a little bit in. In here, looks like he's found some bones of some sort. You know, you see, we've got stuff like this. Weird. Some sort of bird. I don't know. But. And then down there, inside, there's old wood. It looks like some sort of old scaffolding that could have been from a cave that used to be in here. It's in the side right there, on the inside there. And yeah. All right, right here, you can see he's got this kind of stuff down here. In the bottom here, there's this old wood right here and weird rocks that obviously been burned. And it looks like he's just uncovering it. But anyway, it goes back a little bit. That's a little bit that much, and then I think that's what all he's done.
check out the cave.